How you doing, guys? Another little quick video, bit of a tool comparison here for you. We're focusing on ratchets today, and probably the most popular size, the 3/8 ratchet. Yeah, just a quick comparison and a little review on mainly focusing on one of the brands here. Now look, guys, I'm not here to bash any of these brands. As I said, my reviews are my own point of view. You can take it or leave it as you want. I bought these ratchets with my own money. I'm not sponsored by anyone. And as I said from the outset of this channel, anything I review, I'll give you my honest opinion on it. If it's crap, I'm going to say it's crap. If it's good, I'll give it the thumbs up. So we'll get into it. The brands we have, starting from the left, is probably one of the most popular, well-known brands in the automotive industry, is the Snap-on brand. The ratchet in the middle is from a company called Sata. Not really a new company, but some people might look at it as a budget company. And the last one on the right there is Halfords Advanced. For any viewer stateside, Halfords is kind of our local kind of auto factors. Well, it's kind of an auto factors, but it's not really. It's all automotive tools and oils and stuff like that. It's more for, consumer. You can just walk in, anyone can just walk in off the street and purchase from Halfords. They also sell bikes and camping equipment and stuff like that. But they've been around for years, more so in the UK, but they're branched out into Europe as well. And it's quite kind of easy to get your hands on a Halfords brand tools. So yeah, we'll dive into it. So all three of these ratchets, guys, come with a lifetime warranty. There's a big difference in the price points of all three of these. And I just want to give you my opinions on a couple of the brands, and more so why I was making this video. I just wanted to point this out to maybe a couple of apprentices that might be starting off in the automotive industry. I know what it's like, guys, when you're starting out. It's not easy. You kind of want the best, but you're not on good wages. Well, it was in my day anyway. An apprentice was paid very, very little. It took a while to build up your tool supply. So yeah, I know money does be tight for apprentices starting out. So this is why I kind of wanted to make it, and just point out a couple of my opinions anyway. So we'll get going into it anyway, guys. We'll start off with the Snap-on brand. Look, as I said, I'm not here to bash anyone's brands or anything. Snap-on, they're renowned, lifetime warranty, and all three of these ratchets actually excuse me, all three of these ratchets have a lifetime warranty. And yeah, so that's just one thing to point out. But we'll go on with the Snap-on. Look, guys, Snap-on is well known, been around for years. You can't knock them. Everything they make is high quality, and it lasts. And as I said, the lifetime warranty is it was something that kind of separated Snap-on from the rest of the brands in the past. I'm talking probably about the 80s and like kind of 90s. It was only kind of late 80s, 90s that Snap-on kind of maybe started appearing in Ireland here and probably throughout Europe. It's probably well more known in the US. It's been around for years over there, but it was kind of new to us. Like in Europe, we had all kind of mostly the most high quality tools were either made in the UK or Germany, and that's just the way it was. They weren't as nice looking maybe as the US tools, but they did the job and they do it well. I'm talking like companies like Hazette, King Dick was another one. I think they've disappeared. We had Brit Tool, Jador, they're all still around. Most of the German manufacturers, Stahl Will, and they're all still around. But we've lost a couple of the good the good British brands, should we say, kind of probably lost a couple of the good British brand cars too, you know. We won't get into it, the Maggie Thatcher era. That's another story for another day. But yeah, we'll keep going, guys. The Snap-on brand, yeah, as I said, well known, high quality tools. It's a great ratchet. Like, I'm not going to knock it. You know, price wise, it's crazy money, guys, for the Snap-on stuff. You know, you're probably looking at close to €200 for one ratchet. You know, I've had this for a couple of years now. I'll be honest, I wasn't overly impressed with it when I got it. It is a great ratchet, like, as I said, I'm not going to knock it. For the price, I wasn't, you know, I don't know what I was expecting, but it does the job, it does it well. You know, even when I got it, there was a little bit of slop, and what I mean by slop is a little bit of movement in the anvil here, and I was a little bit disappointed with that. You know, for the price you're paying, I would have expected a little bit more, you know, but look, it is what it is. It moves slightly, but it hasn't let me down. And as I said, I'm not going to knock it. Great tool. The brand, you know, it is what it is. You buy them off tool trucks as opposed to getting them in the shops. They're very hard to come by in the shops. You might get them online, but it's more so, these are more focused directly into the automotive industry, and anyone in the automotive industry, they'll probably go for this over the others. But like, as I'm saying, I kind of made this video more for, you know, your, say, weekend warrior or an apprentice starting out that might be a bit tight on cash. So yeah, we'll keep going. I want to get into the second ratchet here, and this is kind of why I made the video. I wanted to kind of bring a little bit more brand awareness to this Sata brand. Guys, now you might be familiar with Gear Wrench. Gear Wrench has got a lot of good reviews, especially stateside. Not quite commonly handy to get your hands on over here. But I can tell you this much. This is made by the same company that make Gear Wrench, Apex Tools. They're a big tool group. They own a couple of brands. And I think this is the exact same ratchet as the Gear Wrench 120 tooth ratchet, which this is 120 tooth as well. And when I say 120 tooth, it's basically the clicks in it. So you'll rotate that around a full 360 degrees and there'll be 120 clicks in that. The Snap-on is a 72, and so is the Halfords. You might say to yourself, sure, what difference does it make how many clicks it makes? But it makes it easier, you know, if you're in a tight area, you have, you'll get more clicks, so you'll have more movement in such a confined area than what you would, say, maybe over a 30 odd tooth ratchet. Like, you might have to move that till you get one click, and then by the time you bring it across, you've only moved a slight bit, where if you have instant movement with it, you're obviously getting more tightening on it. But guys, this Sata brand, this was about, this ratchet, 3/8 ratchet, was €20. So, like, you know, you could have 10 of these for the price of one of them's, as we say here in Ireland. You could have 10 of these for one of them's. But yeah, no, seriously, like, I've had this now for 2 years, and I keep going to it. Like, I keep picking it up all the time to use anytime I'm at anything. Like, I can't knock it, guys, for the money. Like, even the slop in it, there's less play in this than there was in the than there is in the Snap-on. As I said, 120 teeth. Now, that's a dual pawl in this, where there's only a single pawl in the Snap-on. I have seen no difference in the performance of this, you know, torque-wise and everything. You know, if you're putting pipes on the end of your tools and tightening them up, They deserve to be broke. Like, we all do it. We all probably will put something on the end to get a little bit more torque out of it, within reason. But like, this quality wise, the chrome and everything on them, guys, I like, for the price, lifetime warranty on this as well. Like, I don't know how hard it would be to get it back, but I know what I'll say for Snap-on is I'll give it to Snap-on. Even if you mangle this inside an engine, if it got caught and it got mangled, Snap-on they'll replace it for you. Like, obviously you're paying the premium for it, and as I said, it's a lovely quality tool. But in the past, talking about the 90s or the 80s at the start, but in the past, like, that was, the feel in your hand of that was 10 times nicer than any of the German or British stuff. And like, not knocking the German or British build quality, but this was just nicer, looked nicer, felt nicer. All the German and British stuff was like kind of, there was always a rough feel off and rough texture. These were always polished chrome, high grade stuff. But as things have progressed, people moan about stuff made in Taiwan and China. But like, guys, let's face it now, everything comes out of Taiwan or China now. And it's high quality stuff. And this is no exception. This is a high quality tool. And this is a tool, and the reason why I'm making this video, you'll make money with this tool, guys, especially for an apprentice starting out. He can build this tool set up pretty quick with high quality tools for a cheap price. Like, you'll fill your toolbox with 200 quid's worth of this gear, as opposed to getting one wrench from Snap-on. The old saying, buy once, cry once, that goes for Snap-on. You buy it once, you'll have it for the rest of your life. But like, let's be honest, with the lifetime warranty on this, you're probably only going to buy this once as well. Like, especially if you're only using it for home maintenance. It's highly recommended. Like, I can't knock it. It's done great for me. I'm using it there. I service my cars with it. I have an old Land Rover as well I'm doing up at the moment. I've done a lot of work with this. Hasn't let me down. I also have a friend that I help out in the garage now and again, and I've used this ratchet a lot. And like, there's no wear, there's no scrapes, there's no nothing. Chrome is high quality. Normally with a cheap tool, you'll see the chrome flaking, bubbling. But with this Sata brand, can't knock it, guys. Really can't. And just wanted to make it aware, if people are looking at it, it's sold on Amazon, and if you're hesitating about it, thinking, oh, that looks a bit cheap, I'll stay away from it, cheap is crap. As I said before, I'm all about high quality stuff. I'll go for the best of everything, and I just took a punt on this brand because I did like the looks of them, and I heard a lot of good stuff about them. So I went and got it. And I actually got a full set. I have the 1/2 inch and the 1/4 inch as well. But I'll save them for another video. And yeah, I'll save that for another video. I'm going to do a couple of Japanese tool reviews and a few more on the Sata tools. Lastly, guys, the Halford's brand, Halford's Advanced brand, which is their more high quality. What can I say about this one? Wasn't impressed with it, guys. It came in a set, like one of those mechanic tool sets. It was actually bought for a present for me. In fairness, it is a good set. Like, if you're a guy starting out, it's a great quality set. But as I said, I got it for a birthday present one year, and it's grand. Like, it's nice and handy just to have a full set. You can just pick it up, and you could probably get most of a service done out of what's in that box. It was like, the 150 or 200 piece set that you'd see, from a couple of the brands. But regards to the quality, there's a lot of slop and play in it. A couple of them have started rusting around the anvil on me. This one now, I always keep cleaning it off, but like, it hasn't been kept in a damp place or hasn't got any water but on it, and it's rusting away. So it just makes you wonder what type of components are putting into it. Like warranty wise, I haven't got to bring any of it back. You know, it served me well. Like you can see, there's a couple of scrapes and what have you on it, a few bits of paint flaking off and stuff. I'd say, you know, it's probably overpriced for what it is. They're not that cheap. They're cheap enough, but you know, you probably get a good set in Halfords for about 250. But the quality of it, I'm gonna be honest, guys, it's fine, but it just feels a bit cheap. Like even the screws coming out here, they're loose, and they were loose from day one. And yeah, it's okay. As I said, I'm not going to knock it, but you know, a lot of mechanics starting out might go for that because it's easy. I don't know, maybe any of you that have to try and return one maybe can let me know, is it an easy process? But it does say on the box lifetime warranty, but there is a thing on the box saying you do need your receipt to return it. I haven't got my receipt, so I don't know. One day I might have to try it, go into Halfords and see, can I get a return? But yeah, it's an okay tool, but I wouldn't be recommending to go out other than it's handy to you. I kind of made a video for this Sata brand, to be honest. As I said, Snap-on, well renowned. Sata, kind of, wouldn't say an up and coming company. It's the Apex tool group that owns them. They make a lot of tools there, and a lot for the US market. Gear wrench stuff, and I think they might own Crescent as well. Yeah, so they're kind of, they wouldn't be as good as Snap-on, but they're not far off them, and that's saying a lot from where tools were maybe 20 years ago. Chinese stuff as opposed to the US stuff, there was a huge difference. But now China, obviously, with all the great manufacturing that they do, they've caught up, and you know, an awful lot of companies that would have been building stuff and making stuff in Europe and the US have gone to China now and outsourcing their stuff to China. So chances are you could be buying a US or a European made brand that's made in China, manufactured in China, and to a very, very high quality. Like, we'd be honest, guys, I think Chinese quality stuff is starting to outpass most places across the world. I think even the Japanese stuff has been outpassed by Chinese manufacturing, and that's just the way it is. You know, people want to outsource things. People they're outsourcing to them keep doing the research and development on them. They get better and better at it, and that's where they've ended up, and that's a fact. So don't listen to anyone saying, oh, don't buy Chinese tools, they're not as good. They're not as good as the German stuff or the American stuff. They're every bit as good, and they're probably a quarter of the price, and that's a fact. That's my opinion anyway. If any of you want to comment on anything, that's no bother. As I said, I'm not here to bash anyone's tool companies. Just want to bring brand awareness to people and give them an idea of maybe some good quality cheap tools that they can get their hands on. So that's it, guys. Stay tuned. I'll be doing another couple of tool reviews and more hi-fi reviews. I'll probably outbranch the station a little bit as well. A couple of other interests I have. Interested in cars and planes and other stuff like that. So stay tuned and we'll see what's coming. Okay, guys. That's it. And yeah, we'll see us again soon, and we'll go through another couple of tools for you. Okay, take it easy, guys. Bye bye.